Alright, so today is the evening of day 34 on these two little red-tailed catfish. 34 days since I bought them at the pet store. And when I bought them, they were about 2 weeks old. Let's see where they're at today. Got one swimming around the bottom. The other one, he must be under the filter. Let's see here. Oh yeah, wow. Look at how big they're getting. That's crazy. Every time I see them, they're like so much bigger. Alright. I'm gonna pull this filter out. Ooh! Some water's getting out of the hot tub. Getting out of the catfish pond hot tub. So I pulled the filter out so they don't hide under the filter while I'm feeding them. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, if I can avoid the water on the rim of the hot tub, I keep leaning into it and getting soaked. Alright, I'm going to clean up a little bit here. Couple little things of uneaten food. I have noticed too, you can definitely see them better from the top because they're getting bigger. But I have noticed that they're not fighting as much. Seemed like maybe a couple weeks ago, it seemed like they were fighting a lot. I actually saw someone who had two red-tailed cats, pretty much the same age as mine. And he said they started fighting really bad and he got rid of one. But I've also seen some full-size red-tailed cats with two of them. If you have a big enough pond, I guess, a big enough pool or whatever, big enough hot tub, that they don't really fight. So I'm hoping there's minimal fighting or no fighting at all between these guys as they age and mature and grow up. Not much foam on the top, a little bit of foam, a lot of oil on the top. I'm thinking that oil's from the food that I'm feeding. Just oils and the fish and the shrimp and the beef liver. Thinking that's where all the oil's coming from. Alright, so today I'm going to start out with their favorite beef liver. They absolutely love this beef liver. Alright. It's super cheap at the at the grocery store too. Alright, I'll push it against the side there. Then I'll put this camera in an underwater housing and give you some underwater video. Alright, so today is the morning of day 35 since I bought these two little red-tailed catfish. Watching them grow up day by day. Unplug the pump, and today I want to measure them with this little grid. See if we can get a measurement on these guys, which would be pretty interesting. I haven't measured them in a while. I think they're both hiding under the filter. I don't see either one of them. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, both under the filter. All right, I'm gonna pull this filter out. Hopefully I can get that grit in there without squashing a catfish. I'm gonna try to kind of lower it down with a little net, so I can try to get it in there without hurting these guys. They're still pretty small. Let's see if I can get this here. All right, so actually, before I put that grit in, I think I'm gonna do a little cleanup first. I see a little bit of food kind of floating around on the bottom. These guys are growing fast. All right, so we got most of the uneaten food from the last feeding. All right, so I'm gonna try to put this grit in here. This is actually for quilting. It's a quilting grid. And I hot glued some rocks, some river rocks on the corners. One of the rocks fell off. But let's see, I was thinking if I could kind of get it up against the side, and then maybe, oh, 2 of the rocks fell off. All right, let's see if we can keep from squashing a catfish. All right, I think it'll work with just the 2 rocks on there. One on each corner. Looks like I'm gonna have to re-glue some rocks on there. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give them some food, and then we'll see if we can get a measurement. So what I'm feeding today is cod, wild caught cod from the supermarket. So I'll put a little cod over by the grid. Hopefully they'll sit still on the grid long enough to where we can get a good measurement. I want to put this camera in an underwater housing and give you a little underwater video.